Please begin.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Travel Network's Seeing the World. Each week, Thomas, Caroline, and I pick a city, pack our bags, and head out for a visit. This week, we traveled to the western coast of Greece, where the Achelous River meets the Ionian Sea.
That's right, Emily. This week you'll learn all about Hyperion, the city named after the Greek Titan of light. It was founded in 2011 by citizens desiring much-needed economic stability and energy independence. After 210 years, the 65,123 Hyperions currently living in the city have found that and so much more.
You're right, Thomas. The Superion Theater and the High-End Art Museum, located in the Hyperion Arts Center, provide entertainment for all. Other city features include mountainous hiking trails, the historical Patricios Basilica, water recreation on the Achelous River, and Salt Park Tower, a monument made from recycled salt. This must-see is said to have healing powers. I sure needed some healing after my workout at the Hyperactive Sports Center.
I visited the Hyperactive Sports Center, too. I was able to catch a soccer game at the indoor stadium, home of the HSOE Titans. HSOE is the world-renowned Hyperion School of Engineering. With an average IQ of 168, education is a priority in Hyperion. Life learning assignments replace traditional classrooms. Hyperions learn with cyber-connected students from around the world. And Hyperion Online University provides virtual libraries and classes for continuing education. Just click and learn.
One thing we learned from Hyperions was how they revolutionized power production and distribution. The Hyperion engineering team needed to create and develop environmentally friendly power generation that did not deplete its natural resources. Too much of their energy depended on limited amounts of fossil fuels, many which were imported from other countries. Burning these fossil fuels caused health issues and negatively impacted our environment.
Hyperion's engineering team founded Hyper-Ion Power Incorporated. They developed a form of salinity gradient energy available in the difference in salt concentration between seawater and river water, called blue energy. They used reverse electrodialysis, RED, to generate power in a membrane process where freshwater rivers flow into the salt water of the sea. RED uses stacks of graphene membranes. These membranes, that are an atom thick and very durable, made blue energy possible and cost-effective in Hyperion.
River water and salt water are pumped into the plant. The sodium ions and the chloride ions pass through two types of selective membranes due to the salinity gradient created as fresh and salt water flow past each other. The ions separate and collect on one of two electrodes, producing direct current, DC, power. Many alternately stacked membranes form skids that are arranged in series and in parallel to increase voltage and capacity. Electricity is transmitted efficiently across Hyperion using underground superconductor transmission lines. Energy hubs collect and store power for distribution, including power generated at remotely located wind turbines and solar fields.
The primary waste product resulting from RED is brackish water, or diluted salt water. Brackish water is processed in numerous ways to fuel Hyperion's economy, such as algae horticulture for biofuel production, desalination, and dehydration for commercial and domestic use. The impact on the environment is minimal, and brackish water processing industries provide many jobs and economic benefits.
Great things happen when engineers of many disciplines use the engineering process to achieve a common goal. Engineers continue to make things work in Hyperion. Electrical engineers develop power technology and distribution. Civil engineers oversee city planning and infrastructure. Chemical and mechanical engineers work in many fields, such as the medical, domestic, and industrial sectors. Hydraulics engineers determine water system flow and pressures, and controls engineers automate power systems.
Engineers help develop the virtual health centers that support the city's medical facilities. Excellent healthcare contributes to the Hyperion average life expectancy of 90 years. Patients can conduct cyber exams in their homes 24/7. Medical records are available via the Communication Control Center. The CCC provides efficient wireless communication infrastructure for businesses and homes.
There's no place like homes in Hyperion. IntelliDwellings are smart homes that communicate with a handheld holographic communication device. People can monitor their homes with real-time 3D images and can control everything with the push of a button. IntelliDwellings also feature Pico solar panels, water treatment units, and waste-to-energy technology.
Well, Thomas, I am energized by everything in Hyperion. And it's a safe place to visit and live. Innovative interactive crime units ensure citizens 24-hour access to the police. Fire-retardant construction materials and sprinkler systems are used in all buildings. Transportation infrastructure contributes to excellent response times from the Safety Services Building.
Transportation really gets Hyperions moving. Personal transportation utilizes airspace, decreasing road congestion. The Phoenix is an algae oil-powered, computer-programmable aircraft produced right in Hyperion. The user enters in the desired location and is safely and expediently delivered to the destination. Bullet trams provide fuel cell-powered public transportation. And triports, the logistically efficient freight vehicles in Hyperion, travel by land, sea, and air.
This week, we learned how a city named after the Greek Titan of Light is a beacon for the world. Join us again next week for another exciting episode of Seeing the World. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Through 12, thank you, K through 12th grade. We did not show them on the model, but we do include regular, not regular, but schools that of today's day and age, they just use things like life learning assignments, which basically is kind of like learning on field trips, going to different places throughout the community to learn important life skills while still learning, not just sitting in a classroom staring at a book.
Thank you.
In the course of doing your project, did you serve each in different engineering roles? Did you share the roles? And what did your project teach you about the role of engineering in society?
This Future City project has taught me a lot about how important engineers are to running a city efficiently. I didn't know that it took so much work to, make sure that everybody had electricity or clean water, or there were police people everywhere just to make sure that we were safe. So Future City really taught me about how important it is to be an engineer and how meaningful you can be to the community.
We were also really lucky to have 4 parents of the 3 of us who are engineers, so it really helped us to understand what they do and that it's not just going to an office and staring at a computer. They really work, and they are an extremely important part of the city, because without engineers, we really wouldn't be anywhere.
So, what would you guys do if you didn't have enough money for all the city services? How would you raise extra funds?
Well, we try to keep our taxes low in Hyperion, but we do have local benefactors and patrons who, because our city was founded in Greece and we tried to stimulate their economy, we have a good amount of money given to our city.
Also, Patricios Basilica, named after the patron saint of engineers, it's a place for local good works and charity. So if there was an economic downturn, then Patricios Basilica would be the hub for helping out people who were in need.
I'm interested in your surveillance concept for security, and wanted to know if you considered your citizenry and their opinions and feelings about privacy in installing that system.
I'm sorry, I had a bit of trouble hearing the last part. Could you please repeat that?
Did you consult with the citizenry about their feelings about installing a system that might be considered to be intrusive to some?
Thank you.
Yes, we did consider the citizens' privacy, and the ICU lets the citizens keep their privacy. So.
We wanted to make sure our city wasn't a big brother and it wasn't like watching you all the time, because that is extremely creepy. There, it is, just stating the fact. We have, when I say they have cameras on top of the building just surveying the streets, which is similar to how they have police and squad cars driving around the city. And we don't have cameras inside the home like in the book The Giver, because I was really scared after reading that book.
How efficient are your alternative energy sources, and do you think they will provide enough power for your city?
We have multiple alternative energy sources throughout our city. For example, our primary is reverse electrodialysis, but we also have wind power and solar power, and we have our algae plant. And all of these, they produce so much energy for Hyperion that not only do we have enough for our city, but we can also export it to other cities.
If you had to start your project over, what's the first thing you'd change?
Well, while building this city and while planning for it, we changed things along the way, so we didn't have too many things that we wanted to change.
If I could go back and change something, we had a lot of family crises while starting this project. We had a lot of family members who passed away in about a month period, and Thomas's brother was in the hospital for a long time. So those are things we can't control, but we would have liked to.
Yeah, it kind of relates to what she said, but I would have liked to have been meeting a little bit more. We meted a lot, but meetings are kind of fun, so.
So it sounds like with the residential areas that you have a concept that will each house be sufficient, self-sufficient? Will each house be able to provide its own food and power? How does that work? Oh, I still have to wait for you.